Good morning and thank you for joining us on Morning Markets from True Potential. Today we'll look back on the employment report from Friday. We discussed that and we said it would be an important data point, and certainly it was when we look at the numbers of jobs created in the US in July, some 943,000, which builds on an upwardly revised number from June as well, such that over the 2 months we've seen nearly 2 million jobs created in the US economy. Large part of that is coming through in the sectors that are reopening. On Friday we saw that approximately 380,000 jobs were created in leisure and hospitality. But really it's good to see these numbers starting to come through. If you remember back over the past number of months, we've been talking about how disappointing at times the recovery has been from a jobs perspective, even though we were seeing job openings being at a very high level. One of the factors that is driving the job growth at this point in time is just that roll off in the benefits that are available, both at a state and broader level within the US. So that's encouraging people to come back into the workforce. If we look at that, the unemployment rate was some 5.4%. That's back to a level that we last saw in March 2020. So that ongoing improvement in jobs in the US, employment prospects, certainly coming through. The other thing that we've been discussing over the past week to 10 days is the earnings reports that we've been seeing from companies reporting on how they've performed in the second quarter or the first half of 2021. Just some stats on that, which I think are really interesting, that just look at this ongoing improvement that we're seeing in corporate health. If we look at close to 90% of the S&P 500 in the US have reported, earnings growth stands at some 89%. Now really that's driven by the very low base effects from last year. But I think what's more instructive is if we look at the number of companies that are beating expectations, both at a revenue and a bottom line net profit perspective, continues to be very strong, with exceeding expectations by around 5 to 7%. So strong numbers continuing to be reported there. That's helped equity markets perform well over the course of the past weeks. It's supported them as we've seen companies deliver on these earnings expectations. The other point just to note from asset markets on Friday was the performance of the bond market. We've talked how bond yields have continued to come in. They certainly moved out on Friday. US 10-year moving out around 10 basis points, closer to that 130 level, primarily in response to the jobs report and what does that mean for central bank activity in the US. We'll hear from Jerome Powell in the coming weeks, and it'll be probably alluding more to when does the US Federal Reserve step back in their quantitative easing program. I'll leave it there for today. Lots more to come up over the coming days, particularly as we hone in on that favourite topic of the market, inflation, with inflation readings in Asia and in developed markets as well. Many thanks.
Subscribing to the True Potential YouTube channel is quick and easy. Simply go to the channel on your desktop or through the YouTube app on your phone and click the subscribe button. You can then press the notification bell symbol if you wish to be notified as and when new videos are released. Doing this is a great way to keep yourself updated with market developments and personal finance insights. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed, and we look forward to continuing to help you do more with your money.